Hello and what's up my friends, this is Martin4046 today with a tour review for you. Today's tour review we will have a look at the sci-fi Revoltech series 029. We will have a look at today at the T-Rex from Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. Amazing. I'm really excited for this one, and this is one of the presents I got for Christmas, this year Christmas. And I'm really pleased to have this particular figure in my hands right now. Take a look first at the packaging first and foremost. It's a very cool package. A very different toy company as well. It's made by Kaio or something like that. Okay, I'm sorry, Kaiodo or something. We have Jurassic Park: The Lost World, which is a great movie, I might add. Of course, not as I think. Still, the first one is my favorite dinosaur movie I've ever seen. The second one was brilliant, but I have such a hassle with the third one. The third one was just terrible. Jurassic Park 3, one of the most disappointing movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm serious right now. But we have a very nice picture of the figure itself. Very cool looking T-Rex. Always loved the T-Rex. For one thing you have to know is the T-Rex is of all time. When I was 4, when I first saw the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it was my favorite dinosaur I've ever seen in my life. Such a fantastic looking dinosaur, and yeah, he could have kicked the Spinosaurus his ass in Jurassic Park number 3. God, well, Jurassic Park 3, awful movie. Awful. If you open this, you know, the card right here, which is very, very awesome. I can't read Chinese or Japanese or something like that, but we have some very cool pictures about the movie. Here you got the baby Stegosaurus, if you remember the movie. Here you got the Allostegosaurus. Here you got the Dino Hunters. Here you got the Velociraptors. And here's the T-Rex attacking the city. There you get this. There you got again the very mean Dino Hunters, and the T-Rex again is shot in the city as well. Here you got the figure. Tell you one thing, I love the paint scheme. I really like the paint scheme they used in the figure. I got all those accessories. Oh, stands T-Rex as well. From the side they explain how the articulation works, and on the back you got some pictures right there of the T-Rex as well. You can open his mouth, you can close his mouth, he's got the pipe cleaner in his tail, oil wire frame, you got the T-Rex on his full display stand. You can make him running, you can make him every pose, you can make him in every pose, and I can't wait to open this awesome figure up. So let's do it. Let's take this very awesome figure out of the package and see what we have. So here we got the T-Rex out of his packaging, and one of the first things I have to say is one of the things you have to make out about the Revoltech figures is the fact they're pretty small. They're not as big if you compare it to a NECA figure, which is 6 or 7 inches. 7 or 8 inches high. These particular figures are around 4 inches long or tall. This particular figure is 4 inches tall, I think, and 6 inches long. But it is small, I know. But for size comparison, this is really awesome. Here I have just a random slag Triceratops, and he's still really in scale, and it is really, really cool. And yes, the T-Rex is small, but this is such a perfect Tyrannosaurus Rex figure in your collection. And if you know me, the T-Rex is a thing that I was grown up with. I mean, the T-Rex is just amazing. It is just amazing. I'm sorry, this will maybe be a long story because I'm gonna tell a little about myself and when I was back in the day a huge fan of the T-Rex and kinds of stuff. But since my 4th age, I was blown away by the T-Rex. I loved how he looks. I loved how he hunts. I loved he was a big, very mean dinosaur. Back in the day, I was always interested at predators. You know, predators, not the predators from Alien vs Predator kind of stuff, but just predators. And T-Rex, great example of that. I always loved these particular beasts. And dinosaurs, always grew up with dinosaurs. Uh, uh, I really can remember that I always watched Walking with Dinosaurs on DVD. And it's really changed my life when I saw the dinosaurs. And of course, Jurassic Park, always a movie that I always grew up. The first one is a masterpiece. Love that movie. One of my favorite movies ever been made. Number 2 was brilliant as well, but the third one was just terrible. The third one was just terrible, and it was such a pain in the ass to see the T-Rex dying by that stupid Spinosaurus. I mean, easily, if you're a big professor and kinds of stuff in dinosaurs, which I was back in the day, you just already know that the T-Rex could have kicked the Spinosaurus' ass. Size doesn't matter, because yes, the Spinosaurus could have been a little bit longer and bigger, but size really doesn't matter. I think the Spinosaurus was more like a fish-eating dinosaur, being the fact he had big claws and a more mouth designed to kill fish and kinds of stuff. And the T-Rex was a big chunk, a big meat eater. And being the fact he had one of probably the strongest jaws, which every creature had, he could have easily kicked the Spinosaurus' ass. I mean, really. Jurassic Park number 3 was a really bad example for it. They really did a thing that size doesn't matter, and just a terrible movie. But after that, T-Rex, my favorite dinosaur of all time. Get away out of my topic here, I'm sorry guys. The figure is amazing. It is downright amazing. The T-Rex in Jurassic Park is probably my favorite design of a T-Rex I've ever seen in my life. Yes, I do like the Walking with Dinosaurs ones, but the sound effects of the T-Rex in Jurassic Park are just amazing. The look of himself is just amazing and phenomenal, and what they did is really amazing. I always love this. I always love the head design of the T-Rex. It's very mean. It's very T-Rex-ish. Sorry, making up words. It's very T-Rex looking. I always loved it. Always this particular thing right here. There's one thing I always have to remember about a T-Rex, and of course you can open his jaw, which is really amazing. A very nice feature. They did a really nice job for sculpting and painting the teeth. The paint is top notch, I have to say. It is really top notch. Very menacing looking eyes. Very menacing, powerful looking teeth. Very awesome. The rest is really nice as well. I really like the legs as well. They really have that dinosaur leg feeling, and it just basically really looks like a T-Rex. Really awesome. T-Rex has always been a very big, chunky, very big dinosaur, which I like, and Revoltech put this figure really well. And the colors are just amazing. He's got this very nice, very grayish, brownish green over his body, then continues over these more sand skin color. There's also some black stripes, black stripes and color on his body, on his tail. On the back, on his back, there is a color on his back. There's this kind of a lighter green, and this figure is just amazing. I just love it. In a way of his articulation, the Revoltech figures are really articulated. He does have a sort of a Revoltech joint in his head. One thing you have to make out is that a Revoltech joint kinds of stuff do always have a ratcheting sound, which is really cool. So you can move the head up and down. You can possibly move it side to side, but it's more like a up and down motion. You can rotate the neck, which is really cool. You can also move the lower neck up and down. So also he has ball jointed arms. He has a hinge joint in his leg. You can move the leg in and out. back and forth. Again, that's a clicky sound. You can bend the more the knee, the main knee. I'm sorry. You can also bend at the hinge joint the lower knee, more the chicken leg. It's one thing I always love about this particular dinosaurs is these particular legs. Really awesome. And there is also a Revoltech joint in his foot. Also, there is a hinge at the beginning of the tail, and there is a wire frame, which makes him very, very cool for display. And really, really, really amazing. In the way of accessories, and it of course came with this plate, right? I'm sorry, more of an information plat. You got T-Rex, The Lost World, 1997. Pretty a while, I have to say. One thing that is strange is that they didn't put Jurassic Park, which is kind of strange, but it isn't too bad. He also came with, this particular storage box with extra, the extra feeds for making running. I wouldn't display with this particular feed. I like him his way, like this. And to remove them, it's pretty easy. You have to just take this particular joint out, and you have the Revoltech joint right there, and you can put this one in. One thing you have to make out is you can be kind of careful if you're gonna put this particular joint in his feet. That's also one thing I have to complain about this particular base. I will later come into it, but here basically kind of looks, so you can make him kind of more like a running T-Rex. That's really awesome. Again, I rather display him with the normal feet. It's a matter of preference. And the last accessory, of course, is this very cool, very nicely sculpted base. Take a look at the ground. The color is really, they did a spectacular job with the color on the ground. It really looks like mud. It really looks like, very, very mud. I'm sorry. Get away the topic here. It really looks like mud. I also really like the fact he's got these dinosaur footprints, which really reminds me in Jurassic Park, which is really, really awesome. You got some plants, which are nicely done. One thing you have to make sure of is you have to be kind of careful at this particular one and this particular one. These particular plants do kind of break off easy, and so you have to be careful with that. For the rest of all, very nicely sculpted. And it came also with these movable trees. They also have a Revoltech joint. If you do buy this, you have to make sure to put these joints very, very carefully, because it's pretty hard to put these joints in the base itself. So you have to be really careful about that. But they move around, so you can actually make them posing the trees, which is very, very cool. Here you got the T-Rex again with his base. One thing you have to make sure of, it's pretty hard to put this particular figure to put him in his base. It's pretty pain in the ass, but you have to kind of playing around it. Just stand him upright, kind of like this. And now you have here the king of the dinosaurs roaring at the freaking Jurassic Park number 3. Jurassic Park number 3, you freaking jackass! But get away off my topic here. This is a fantastic set. If you're a dinosaur fan like me, you really have to pick up this set. This particular T-Rex can actually be one of the best T-Rex figures that has been done for years. Yes, you do have you have of course the Jurassic Park figures, but if you want have a more detailed, articulated statue / stop motion piece, this is really the one for you. And if I have to give him a rating, I'll probably give this set probably a good solid 9 or a 9.5. I actually love this set. One downside I do have, it's not the set itself, but this particular set is around 60 bucks in my country. So that's a little expensive if you ask me. Really expensive. 60 bucks. But I got this for Christmas, which I'm very happy about it. And maybe, if you follow me on YouTube, maybe I'm gonna start kind of making dinosaur stop motion movies. If you're interested, comment down below or something like that. And also, if you do like dinosaurs, comment down below which is your favorite dinosaur. My particular favorite dinosaur, you guessed it, is the T-Rex. And that concludes the T-Rex review from Revoltech. And there was again a figure review from March 446. And I'll see you guys next time with another. Say goodbye.